I am nervous.
Why?
Because why did you pick me?
You know, like when you see a really pretty horse, like running around doing something, you're like, I want that one.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Yes, it's that time of year again. A new season of Farmer Wants a Wife US is here, where 4 farmers bring a bunch of ladies out in the country to dig up horse poop, and if you dare speak out...
I'm tired of this, Grandpa!
That's too damn bad!
But for real, this show boasts a worldwide success rate of over 200 marriages, so there's a lot of hope here. Just, don't look at who's still together from the US version of the show. And honestly, this season has actually had me kinda hooked. Like last season, I won't lie, it was a little boring, but this time around, there's actually some drama. Now, if you don't know how this show works, basically 4 farmers from across the country fill out a profile for Farmer Hinge, and then they select from a bunch of ladies who are all there specifically for that farmer. So take your pick. We've got California Fancy Farmer, there's Farmer Lawyer, Farmer with the 2-year-old, and former football player farmer. And their job for the first day is basically to narrow it down to 5 women to bring to the farm, which isn't always easy because, some women got it all.
I know how to drive a forklift, do a handsaw.
Really?
All the things.
That's a good start.
While others, well, they just need one thing to seal the deal.
I brought something for you.
Oh, okay. Oh.
By the way, he absolutely invites this woman to the farm.
Like, I'm not shoveling. That won't happen. Is there Starbucks?
But okay, to start the real drama from the season, we have to meet Samantha here, who's looking for a high-value country man, and her standards are pretty up there.
I hope your personality matches your face. If you're not meeting my standards, I will be out the door.
So you gotta imagine that things better go pretty perfectly in this interaction with her and Farmer John if there's any chance of succeeding here, right?
So are you a Chiefs fan?
I'm not really a big football fan in general.
Oh no, I have to work on that.
Not really.
So this is already a disaster, but fortunately for Samantha, Farmer John thinks she's pretty hot, and he enjoys a good mean flirt. Meaning when it comes to his decision on which of the women get to head out to the farm for a first 24 hours of alone time with him before the other women get to join, he picks...
Well, this next girl, she definitely seemed like quite a challenge, and I'm up for a challenge. So, Samantha, would you like to join me on the farm?
Good.
So yeah, all the other farmers go through these first sit-down dates, and there's a lady from Nashville who definitely, totally, for sure isn't here for her music career. There's also Goat Lady here.
Do you like goats?
I still got some.
You have goats?
I got 5.
I love goats.
Oh, Goat Lady is gonna go far. And then there's Father Farmer Colton, who, in his very first sit-down, meets such a perfect match in dance instructor Keeley. She even does a little dance lesson with him, which means all of nothing, because this dude is definitely the horniest of all the farmers, and instead, he goes nutso for Bailey here.
I would kiss you, but...
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. I think you're just absolutely beautiful.
Really?
Yes, I want to kiss you.
Please stay.
By the way, they've known each other for like less than a day, but this causes a big riff with all the ladies who've come over to Colton's farm, because it gets so clear so early on that Farmer Colton only has eyes for one woman. And okay, so every couple of days, the farmers get to decide if they want to keep all the ladies on for more time together, or if they want to send someone home, and of course, they all go,
I would like for all of you to continue to be on the farm.
I decided that you guys have not been here long enough.
And I decided to keep you guys all around.
I mean, come on, no way these dudes are gonna be letting anyone go when they can keep them. Even if there's no connection there, why lose an extra pair of hands that could be helping you harvest avocados? However, there is one quick elimination, and it's from Farmer Colton, as he asks Taylor here what she sees in him, and she says, basically, that her heart skips a beat when she sees him, and he's like, oh, I feel that too.
There was a girl or two at the speed date that I kind of thought that too.
Just not for you.
So he kicks her off the farm, and Taylor is feeling pissed, because it's clear that the dude only has eyes for Bailey, and so she thinks he's stringing everyone along. And well, she wants everyone to know.
He was like
It's really hard because from my very first conversation, I had eyes and my heart skipped a beat for one girl.
And of course, everyone knows who she's talking about. Now, Colton does tell Keely on a later date that it was a miscommunication, and he was saying that his heart skips a beat for multiple women, just not Taylor. Thus, that whole moment from the beginning of the video where she asks him what he likes about her and him giving that horse comment.
You know, like when you see a really pretty horse like run around doing something, you're like, I want that one.
I'm so glad that's why I did.
Either way, Keely here is the only woman who even has a remote chance of winning out over Bailey, which is sort of the case with every farmer, there just being one, maybe two women who have a shot at this point. Farmer Matt over here has that musician who promises, pinky swears, she's not here for her music career, but also there's Halle. And the drama with her is that one morning, she was just not there.
My gut feeling is that maybe she was probably sneaking off to maybe see Matt.
So all the women start wondering if she snuck off to be with Matt. Both deny it though, with Halle saying she just woke up early and went to go journal in front of the sunrise. But even after Matt tells the ladies that it's just not true, Rachel over here just flat out goes,
I don't believe you. What?
The story don't make sense. Never did.
Okay then, but why are you even here? Isn't this the man you're trying to date or marry even? You don't take him for his word at face value? So after some complaining,
I don't believe Matt. I feel like something happened.
And some more complaining,
I don't think that the person that I'm meant to be with is going to shatter their trust with me so early on.
Matt does sit Rachel down and she eventually heads home, but the drama continues with Farmer Jay over here, the former football player who got injured and then bought his grandpa's old farm. And like the others, he too is pretty all in on one person, Grace, aka Goat Lady. As a result, this pretty much leaves everyone else to just squabble amongst each other. Like there's Tiana here, who all of the other women on Jay's farm pretty much hate. And at first I really didn't get why, they just kept saying stuff like, oh, she speaks so dramatically on these dates, she's very theatrical. But then she sits them all down at this dance to squash the drama, and all the other ladies just start listing off everything she's done.
After my date, I had heard a comment, oh, like, you wouldn't have wanted the one-on-one anyways because they don't make it to final. And coming from like a super high of the date and then hearing that made me not want to be friends with you, if I'm being completely honest.
But wait, there's even more, as remember Starbucks picture lady? Well, she's affirmed that she's open to living out in the country and getting away from the tension and pressure of the big city, so Jay has kept her around. And she is Tiana's #1 hater.
For me, like, just like little digs you've made, like when we were listening to Sexy Red and like Vivi and I were looking for the hose and then you told me to look in the mirror. Like, that's not nice.
Yeah, now I'm starting to get why some of these ladies are a bit upset.
Sorry if you guys got like the wrong, I guess, impression of my personality.
But you did call me a hoe.
Okay, this season is already so much more interesting than the last one. But alright, possibly the biggest player of the season so far is Samantha here, so we're gonna bring it back round to her. So right away, right after their very first meeting, Samantha has said that the vibe was off with Farmer John, and she'll probably leave unless he invites her on that first 24-hour alone date. Which, remember, he thinks she's hot and he likes that mean flirting.
What attracted me to Samantha right off the bat was that she likes to mean flirt.
So of course, she's the one he invites. And the moment she comes in and sees that this is his farm...
Oh, it's quite small. Was it hard growing up here?
Yeah, it was actually really tough.
Yeah, she's ready to move in like little orphan Annie singing... Of course, this doesn't stop the vibe or change any of her mean flirting, but you know, Farmer John's got a humiliation kink or something, and I'm not gonna shame him for it. Either way, he's now even more into Samantha than ever before, even though she's giving him almost nothing. Not even a kiss. So Samantha says she won't kiss anyone on camera. She doesn't want her future husband seeing her kiss someone else on a TV show. Meanwhile, John is just there like, aren't Aren't I supposed to be your future husband? And it's clear that there really is just a physical attraction here. Like, they bring in the farmer's closest friends to interrogate the ladies and see who's legit, and Samantha just goes,
Shopping and going out to dinner and being around civilization is important to me.
He's at the wheel.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm also used to being at the wheel.
which is a big problem because everyone knows only Jesus takes the wheel.
And I'm not sure that Samantha's willing to let go of the wheel. Yeah.
But remember, John has that humiliation kink, so there's no way Samantha is going anywhere. She's pretty much in control. But when we get to that barn dance thing, the vibes are still crashing, so she's ready to head home, especially after seeing John dancing with the other ladies, and also, you know, absolutely no vibes with him at all.
Are you okay? No.
Yeah.
So Samantha sits down with John, and I'm half expecting this to be a fake out, but no. Samantha mentions that whole wheel thing, and that they're just not compatible.
You are very much someone that likes to be in the driver's seat. And so am I. I think you need someone's gonna let you lead.
And after this, John's just like, well, I guess you're right. So he doesn't fight it. And sadly, this is the only kiss Farmer John is ever gonna get from Samantha.
I will miss Samantha, obviously. We had a special relationship from the beginning.
What, one where you just negged each other the whole time? Well now, seeing Samantha go, all of John's other women are like...
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Except, nope. As soon after this, production comes in with the mother of all twists.
But to give you every chance of finding true love, I've also asked for your mom's help. Great.
Stop!
Oh, no.
What?
She considered a selection of ladies who were interested in meeting you and picked the one she thought was best fit.
Yes, each of the farmers are now going to go on dates with other women that their moms have picked out for them. And while most of the guys reassure the women that there's nothing to worry about, Farmer John's ladies are starting to sweat because his previous number one, Samantha, just left and there's hardly been any time to swoop in there before a new lady gets introduced. And oh, are they right to be worried.
Hi. I'm trouble.
Lord of mercy. What do you do for a living?
I'm private chef.
Lord of mercy.
Uh-oh, bro is cooked, and by that I mean cooked a finely made meal by Juliana here when he brings her back to the farm.
Like, I desire to be led as a woman and protected.
Oh, and we all know how John needs to be holding that wheel. So yeah, Juliana is brought back to the farm, and the Samantha void has instantly been refilled. Meanwhile, Matt and Colton don't bring their mom pics back, even though Colton says this about his date.
You look like a really pretty version of Jenny off of Forrest Gump.
Hey, at least he didn't compare her to a horse this time. But Jay does bring his pic back, and that causes a domino effect of eliminations. One of whom is Julia, the Starbucks picture girl. Not because of the new addition, more because of stuff like this.
I'm definitely worried about Julie on the farm just because the first thing she told me was she wasn't picking up any poop.
Now that is a sentence you'll only ever hear on Farmer Wants a Wife. Then right after, it's also Tiana who goes, because honestly, what's the point? The dude's obviously way more into all the other women who've been against her, and now he brings in a new woman when Tiana has had like no time? Yeah, this one is a no-brainer. Anyway, we've caught up to all the latest episodes, and the season is half over now, and I will say I'm more into it than I thought I'd be, so I'll still be following along. And if there's interest from y'all, maybe I'll cover the ending. But for now, there's still more farm work to be done, so back to work, ladies.
Okay, well, I guess we'll finish up this chicken work.
So that's it for this video on Farmer Wants a Wife US Season 3. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the content, make sure to give it a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
You know, like when you see a really pretty horse like run around doing something, you're like, I want that one. Same thing.
He's comparing me to a horse.